Picture a world bathed in the eerie glow of a mushroom cloud. The swastika, a horrifying emblem of absolute power. The horrors of the Holocaust already unimaginable, now amplified by the destructive might of nuclear weapons. And let's find the answer to the question, what if? In this alternate reality, a German equivalent to the Manhattan Project, fueled by existing scientific prowess and redirected resources, might have yielded a nuclear weapon sooner than expected. Despite potential technological hurdles, the regime's ruthless efficiency and prioritization of military goals could have overcome them. Crucially, successful protection of German research or the failure of Allied intelligence efforts like Operation Alsos would have been pivotal. This success would have involved diverting substantial resources, human and material, away from other war efforts, resulting in an immense human cost. Such a diversion could have involved forced labor on an even larger scale than already existed, exacerbating the suffering of millions. A Nazi atomic strike could have targeted London, Moscow, or even a US industrial center, depending on the bomb's readiness. Imagine a London engulfed in a blinding flash, followed by a devastating blast, leveling buildings and incinerating thousands. The immediate aftermath would involve widespread death, injury, and radioactive fallout, creating a scene of unimaginable horror. Moscow's fate would be similar, crippling the Soviet war effort and potentially altering the course of the Eastern Front. A US target would likely spark immediate retaliation, potentially escalating the war far beyond what history records. Allied responses could range from intensified bombing campaigns to a desperate, preemptive nuclear strike if they possessed a less advanced atomic weapon. The psychological impact on global communities would be profound, ushering in an era of unprecedented fear and uncertainty. A nuclear-armed Nazi Germany would have fundamentally reshaped the post-war world. The balance of power in Europe would have shifted dramatically, with the Soviet Union facing an unprecedented threat. The US, while possessing its own atomic arsenal, eventually would have been forced to contend with a powerful expansionist enemy possessing a comparable weapon. The traditional Cold War might not have materialized. Instead, a direct confrontation between the Axis and Allied powers, potentially involving further nuclear attacks, might have been inevitable. Nazi Germany's colonial ambitions could have expanded significantly, fueled by their nuclear advantage, leading to widespread aggression and occupation across the globe. This horrifying scenario could have seen the complete annihilation of many nations under Nazi rule. The human cost of a Nazi atomic bomb extends far beyond the immediate devastation. The Holocaust's already horrific scale would be amplified exponentially. The regime could leverage atomic weapons for even more efficient extermination, using nuclear threats to terrorize and accelerate genocide. Scientific progress would suffer, as resources and talent would be diverted to military objectives, suppressing innovation and independent thought. Furthermore, the long-term effects of radiation poisoning would inflict widespread suffering. Generations would endure health problems stemming from fallout, while the environment would suffer irreversible damage. The chilling efficiency of Nazi extermination, amplified by atomic power, paints a picture of unimaginable suffering and lasting environmental devastation. And this alternate history starkly contrasts with our own. The absence of Nazi atomic weapons shaped our world, influencing everything from the Cold War's dynamics to global political alliances and technological advancements. Had the Nazis possessed nuclear capability, the Allied response could have ranged from early surrender to a devastating arms race, perhaps even culminating in Germany's annihilation. The butterfly effect of this divergence would be profound, impacting social structures, economic systems, and cultural landscapes drastically. Consider the ripple effect. A nuclear-armed Germany would have dominated post-war Europe, reshaping colonial expansion and potentially triggering widespread global conflict unlike anything witnessed before. The Holocaust's horrific scale might have been exponentially amplified, using atomic weapons as tools of genocide. This alternate reality emphasizes the fragility of peace and the profound impact of even a single pivotal event. Nazi atomic bomb development would have drastically altered WTO's outcome and the post-war world, resulting in immense devastation and a drastically different geopolitical landscape. In your opinion, what if the Nazis successfully developed an atomic bomb? Share your thoughts in the comments.